I'd like to call to order regular select board meeting for December 15th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Here at the town hall. Need to adopt the agenda. Any changes to the agenda? If hearing none, I need a motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor of adopting the agenda? Okay. Need to approve our minutes of regular meeting December 1st, 2025. Any questions, comments, corrections on those minutes? If none, do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the minutes. Second.
All in favor of approving the minutes of our regular meeting for December 1st, 2025?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any motion passes. For year 2026 capital budget proposal decision. We just made that decision.
So this is, we're just doing a motion to accept the recommendations if you have any others, any thoughts on it?
Make a motion that we accept the capital budget committee's recommendations.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Errors and omissions?
Okay, that is me again, as a lister now. We had, every year, actually, there's a certificate of errors and omissions that's required by the state, PBR, to be attached to the grand list. And this year we had one error and a grand list, and this is related to after you set your grand list and you print your tax bills. And if there's a tax bill that is incorrect, that is considered an error. The one error that we had this year is related to the Grafton Museum of Natural History. That is a tax exempt organization, and unfortunately, we would want to tax like $20,000 for their new pavilion that they were putting up over there. And so we cut a tax bill, and it was worth $521 that they would have had to pay. And unfortunately, because they're tax exempt, they don't have to pay that. So that is the one error that we had this year. The select board, all of you are required to sign this. And I have to give Gail in to sign it tomorrow. And then it goes to Ken to be attached to the back of our official grand list for the year that resides in the town hall.
Okay.
So I'll bring that up.
You need a motion on that?
Do you need a motion on that or just signature?
No, it
Just
doesn't
signature?
require it. And you just have to sign the back where it says selectmen.
Doesn't vote for a motion. Yeah, I would err on the side of maybe accept the one error.
Make a motion to accept the one error on tax bill, regarding the Nature Museum's exemption.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we accept that as one error on against the Historical Society.
Nature.
Or Nature Museum, sorry. Nature. Do we have highway report?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Travis.
Well, using services on trucks.
You speak up a little bit.
Yep.
Or a lot.
We have a couple services tomorrow on the trucks. Time to go through the chipper and chainsaws and start some grant work, the warm weather. Wednesday and Thursday. And Friday's question mark with the weather coming in.
Mhm. Yeah, what about the weather coming in? Is it
Rain,
just rain?
But.
What season again?
Uh,
There we go.
And then probably what, salting on Saturday because it's gonna freeze?
It's gonna drop like a rock. 25 Saturday.
Yes, this coming Saturday, yes, if the roads are still in noise, thanks for the walk there with Garrett's.
And standing on the dirt roads if it's gonna be icy or mud?
Yes, it's probably gonna have a mixture of, where a section of road, shaded cold, thanks to the road, it's probably gonna be ice. Whereas the flat and the sun's probably gonna get some.
Have they estimated any kind of amount of rain it's supposed to get?
I haven't, just.
Okay. Any other issues with roads or equipment that we need to be aware of?
Oh, very good shape.
And you're getting acquainted with the crew.
Yes.
Any questions for Travis? Are we ready for the truck number 4 request for proposals?
Yes, so they sent out it's a pretty big document, but the specifications today. I know that the crew has gone through it a couple of times and, I don't wanna speak for you, but seems as though they seem happy with the specifications that were presented. Typically, we send these out, we advertise them as usual, send them. I have a list of about 5 dealerships in the area that they can be sent out to, but then we'll also advertise in the newspaper and website as normal. If the specifications are okay, I have a projected due date for proposals to be back in the office by January 20th. There is a little bit of a rush on that, just because I've heard that it will take quite a while for the body of the truck to be ordered and then installed. And as we just went over in the capital budget, this truck is due for replacement. Funds available starting in July.
I'd like to recommend on a trade-in on that 2021 Freightliner, that you add 4-wheel drive. So that they know that that's what they traded in.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes a difference.
Oh, we're not getting.
No.
No, but yes, for the value.
It makes a difference.
So would you do a trade on that? Does that include the plow and sander, everything that kind of goes around it?
Yeah.
And that's all the description.
Yeah, it just says that the bid must include trade-in allowance for the 2021 Freightliner. With side dump body, headgear, 2-way front plow and a wing, and then I'll add language that it is a 4-wheel drive vehicle.
Mhm.
And then it encourages people, companies to make an appointment to view the truck.
Any other comments on the proposal? Do you need a motion or a signature?
We would just need a motion to, advertise for this, provided language is added for the 4-wheel drive.
So
I'll second that. All those in favor?
I,
Any opposed? Thank you, Morgan, for working on that proposal. And, John's work also. Travis, you're okay with that proposal, right?
I just have one other piece of
Yeah.
other highway news. We were notified just the other day that there's a grant available. Funding, but anywhere between $5,000 and $50,000, no match to the town, and that money could be used for projects such as white line striping on the pavement, stop bar and crosswalk painting, guardrail repairs, intersection signage. So it's essentially anything safety related to the highways. Applications are due February 2nd, so I think Travis and I plan to work together to put a grant together for that, or an application together. It's not a guarantee that we'll get it, but it's definitely, I think, worth trying for.
Okay.
Last we discussed about this, one of the issues is we don't have the equipment to paint some of those, the sidelines, am I right?
Yeah.
So this could be used for that.
Yes.
It would be,
Good idea.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
It's great.
we've been borrowing, but I just wanna be clear, I don't want to
Yeah.
take out a turn.
They had painted the stop lines and that equipment was borrowed from another town.
Right.
You just borrow from the different towns, and then after a while, it gets to be old.
Yeah.
They don't
Right,
like to keep
I think we
doing that.
thought we were hitting on it already.
Yeah. But if we can put together an application and get money, then we could hire that out to a service.
Oh, okay, or, but I think the equipment's pretty expensive if we owned it.
Any other safety issues like training? Could be incorporated in that?
I don't think this would cover training, but
It's
we,
more like stuff in the
it's more
town.
like infrastructure for highways, safety related. We do have a couple of trainings set up for Travis, like flagging certifications coming up here soon. So we're keeping an eye out for that, but this is specifically like signage and roadway stuff. If
The
you have
rest
another idea, let me know and I can. You can think about it.
is, I mean, not that this was a big expense, because we avoided it at the town hall steps last year. We did that little bit, if we did the rest of it, it was very inexpensive because we did it, but is that considered, or are we off the road at that point?
I think it would probably be considered the town hall, but I can ask. It's worth.
Careless, I mean, I don't think.
Yeah, cause we thought about doing the walkway out here a little bit
Mhm.
differently,
Yeah.
rather than what we have now. I mean,
But maybe it's better
think about
it's
it.
a comfort side of safety.
See if we get the grant first.
Yeah, where is spending?
That's all I have.
Thank you.
Clerk and treasurer? Yeah,
I gave you guys quarterly reports, I apologize, you didn't get them until today, but, worked a lot on the budget instead, so. If you had any questions on the quarterlies, I kind of went through them line by line, and we should be pretty much right at 50%, and right now we're looking. Most of them are 46, you'll see some that are 100, but those are because they're paid once a year, so they're paid out in full. It looked pretty good to me, but
You know, I got one question on the fuel. We have a little sum at the top, and then as you go down through it, there's three other items in this amount of fuel. I can't say it.
what page are you looking? Page 4.
My assumption was those are gas vehicles,
Yeah.
probably use a credit card.
It is because the Chevy truck takes only gas.
That should be lumped into the lump sum for that one.
Yeah, it depends on how she was figuring it, but we can,
Wait, the only thing is you're paying for it on a credit card. The gas.
we're paying a credit card, but see what it is, she takes the BART bill. The fuel, the diesel fuel bill, And because that is not a diesel, it doesn't get divided into the total gallons that are taken out of the diesel. So we can work out, well, we're changing it to diesel anyways coming forward, right?
Yeah,
But
So
you
for now,
also,
maybe just,
you got an amount under the truck number 2, which is diesel too. So,
but we didn't change it until, when did we start the new program? We already into the year when we started switching over. Because we waited until the beginning of the fiscal year.
Really?
We'll
I
have to
would
look
think,
into that and see how we're.
I would think if
working
we're gonna
ours.
use a lump sum, that we do it all lump sum.
Yeah, the only thing is that the gas truck is hard to do the lump sum.
You can't take a slip from the credit company.
No, because what we're taking is the gallons that come from the diesel bill.
Right.
And we're dividing it amongst all the vehicles, and you can't divide the Chevy truck into the diesel gallons because it doesn't use it.
Well, if
So
you
that's
add,
kind of standalone.
if you added that now to it, you'd add the dollar value in it, and anyways.
Well, we could, yeah, and we have to be a different.
And the prices are not too much difference between gas and diesel, diesel will be more, but.
Oh, that's my bad, that's the bottom line.
Yeah, that uses an entirely different account number, but yeah, if you can work, I'll work on that part.
Okay.
Sure.
Anybody else have any questions on
What
it?
is to the bottom, is it gonna hurt?
Any other questions? Kim? You're all set, Buzz? Buzz, you're all set.
And, just to update you that we did make the last payment on the truck. That we talked about paying off, so that's been done as of last Friday, and we all signed the warrant. And. I think that's all I have, for treasure.
do you wanna mention the rabies clinic?
I was gonna do that under other, I have it written down, but it does,
Okay,
it's that
sorry.
treasure stuff, so I figured I'd wait.
Perfect.
But I can do it now, and I don't have to say, but.
It's completely up to you, it's just.
Yeah,
go
I'll
ahead,
just
Kim.
let you guys know, she brought it up. January 31st from 10 to 12, and March 7th, 10 to 12, we'll be holding a Saturday rabies clinic. Ashley and the vet will be here. It's open for dogs and cats, it's open for all towns. The Grafton Improvement Association is graciously just also offered to pay for our rabies for our residents of Grafton again this year. Distemper is also going to be available, and on the website, we have the charges, I think it's $26 for distemper shots. So,
How does that work, 10 to 12? Do you have to call in that you're gonna bring your
well,
dogs
it's
in? Or-
walk-in. It's just Michelle and I are here from 10 to 12. And the vet sets up in the lister's office. They'll take you down there. And then
Okay.
you can walk right back over to my office, and then we'll register you at the same time.
So
you
they,
can get your license and your rabies at the same time.
so if there's a bunch of dogs, somebody will tell us when we can bring our dogs in.
Yeah, most of the time, most of the dogs are fine, but the owners, if they have a dog that just can't settle down with other dogs, they'll either wait out in the car, or wait on the porch,
Okay,
or I'm separated into a different room. And cats are welcome too, most of the time cats are always in carriers, you try to put them in the morning room or my room, so. Yeah, it's a lot of shuffling around, but it works out and it's been great. We've had one of the biggest burnouts of all the towns that are involved, due to GIA and offering to pay for rabies.
oh, yeah, it's very nice.
What's the March date again?
March 7th. And we will be selling, dog license again at town meeting on March 3rd.
It's right on the front page of the website too, but.
It'll be in the Grafton News, it's on the website, you put it on Facebook, and there's posters outside.
Any comments for Kim on the public? No? Thank you, Kim.
Yes.
Committee reports, anything from cemetery, Parks Committee,
No,
Highway Committee, Parker Hill Road, Johnson Property Highway Classification. I know.
Scott Jensen, who lives up on that road,
Yep.
wants to bring the section from where our road ends to his house, bring it up to class 3 and have the town take it over. It's roughly 300 feet. Something that Travis will have to look at in the spring. There's not much you can do now. He understands it.
Yeah, I know Scott has been doing a lot of work up there, I mean, putting fill into.
Yeah, it's not a big a lot, put it at the standard.
I think just the material to be spec, I think it would be fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we should take a look at it, or let Travis take a look at it.
Is that sort of a driveway then?
No, it's the extension of the Parker Hill Road that goes over through the Misty Lane,
okay.
right?
But it's not going
Yeah,
through
no,
Misty, it's not going to Misty Lane.
No, it's only 300 feet.
Yeah. So does that extend from where Dale is to Scott's property?
Wherever the town road ends on
Okay,
Parker Hill, then you'll add 300 feet to that.
good.
So right now, the Jensen property, they maintain, maintain it.
There's a turnaround there too.
Yeah.
Say it again?
Turnaround for the trucks.
Yeah, we go to the turnaround as it is, so
Right.
it would just be a matter of that extra 300.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you need a motion or anything here? Or just?
No, this is just.
Just being aware of it.
And then we'll circle back to it in the springtime.
Okay. Personnel Committee? Anything? Okay. And you're gonna get a letter to us, right?
Yes, yeah, sorry. Throw me on the spot there.
For maternity leave.
Yes, yes.
July 2023 flood update, anything? Flood?
Not really worth mentioning, other than FEMA has a few questions on various projects that I'm answering as they come in.
Review requests for bids for town office, air sealing and insulation.
Yes. So unfortunately, it was also short notice, but sent this around this afternoon. It's Wyndham Regional Commission put together a request for bids for the work needed to be done on the town hall to improve the energy efficiency. So far, I've only heard back from one person with a suggestion, and that would be under the contractor responsibilities. That they would perform pre and post construction blower door testing. As well as infrared photography, just to confirm effectiveness and then report those results to Efficiency Vermont.
Okay.
Are these the two attachments that we got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do they wanna redo what's already been done?
No. Cause we already had a blower door test and infrared photography done in November, so there wouldn't be need to redo that. It would just, essentially, it would just be the post construction. We already have a baseline.
And we're still working on the bids for that? Yeah,
This would be to advertise to get bids.
Right.
Yeah,
is there a deadline on that?
so I was talking with a man from Wyndham Regional Commission who helped to write this. And he was thinking a due date of the end of January. I think it would fall in line similar to the truck bid for
Mm-hmm,
bids to be due January 20th.
okay. And this is the one that bids And everything has to be in before March 31st.
Correct.
So pardon me if I'm being obtuse here, I'm seeing two bids, Grafton weatherization RFB,
Yeah,
and then Grafton TO.
I think it should be the PDF in the top right corner, stated December 15th.
Okay, the other one's, I think, the 9th, okay, thank you,
Yes.
okay.
Well, I have a question. So. I wasn't really too involved in all this, so they want, so this grant is to take care of what they found for leaks, right?
Correct.
So will this grant cover windows if all funds are not?
Yes.
Is that in with the bid or is that a separate bid later once they?
No, it's included in the bid.
It is, okay, so it's all the package.
Yes.
It says window and door,
Windows.
window and door trims / casings. Give particular attention to tops of window casings, is that what you're?
I think ours needs new windows downstairs.
Or air seal, replace copy.
These are new, but yeah.
I don't know if this has replacing.
It has on page 2, windows and doors. Air seal, all window casings and trim. Repair, replace degraded caulking and backer rod. Replace or adjust weather stripping, door sweeps and strike plates on all exterior doors. Air seal trim and casing gaps, and then fix alignment issues with the exterior door up here. It doesn't say replacement if necessary, so I'll encourage that.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that because if then we'd lose the money for the grant for what could be for windows too.
Yeah, so this one contractor would be one to do all of it.
So it doesn't include anything outside the building, like some of the wear and, I don't know if there's any rotting around, that's
Now
Wooden-
it's all like insulation work from the inside.
inside, nothing outside.
Does mention rafting and crawl space and rim joists.
In the basement, there's some
Mm.
crawl spaces down there.
The rim joists to be around the perimeter of the building.
Any other comments or additions? Thank you, Morgan, for working on those.
Yeah,
bids.
I'm just wondering if I could ask when we to come in person and kind of give them more detail. I don't feel like we're ready to advertise for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can ask them if they can come to the next regular meeting.
Sure.
Is that, are you making that comment because you're concerned about the window replacement situation?
Yeah, and if there's any lingering questions before we just
Hmm.
publish it.
Okay, cause then we're stuck with the bid.
Right.
And we can't
We can't really
change it, if you, yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
I just wouldn't feel comfortable
okay.
sending it out yet.
Sorry.
Any other business?
I'll just remind people that Wyndham Regional is gonna be here tomorrow at 6. With, to answer questions, regarding
Act 181 or something.
Act, say, 250, 181, 250/181. And they have a slide presentation, a brief Grafton focused presentation, and are hoping people will bring their questions and concerns and they can address them.
And it's also on Zoom, right?
Correct.
Yes. It is,
Meetings here.
right, yeah, 6 o'clock.
Any other business? Public comment? Next regular meeting Monday, January 5th, 2026, 6 P.M. So before we adjourn, I wish everyone a happy and safe holiday. Happy Hanukkah to those that celebrate. Need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
See all this, everybody.